Let's see here.
I still have my lanyard from the CBD cup.
Oh, the CBD lanyard. Nice.
I think it's purple.
Somewhere around here.
Oh, I've got mine somewhere. I also have my lanyard from the Jadakiss concert. About That Life, ENT. Jack Trade supposed to be here today. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe he can't figure out the email. Here, let's see here.
What up, Dave?
All these difficulties.
He's all pointing with his finger. I thought he was
But
fixing
I'm
it for a
like, what are
second.
you doing?
What are you doing?
That's my job.
You can do that with these fingers, in the workrooms. You can't do this in Horizon World. Anyway, good morning. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today is, hold on a second. Music.
I'm just a man on his way to the moon, wishing the rocket would go faster. All the stars remind me of you, yeah they do. I'm on my way to you. I'm just a man on his way to the moon, wishing the rocket would go faster. All the stars remind me of you, yeah they do. I'm on my way to you.
For me, man. Yee. Was it
No,
the
he
long
did.
one or the 2 gram or the
You
3
know
gram? He
he
said he's
did.
going to do
No,
the
he
3
did.
gram.
No.
It was a 2 gram, but I'm sure he was working because when I met him, he still has gloves on, like he'd been working on it.
Yeah. And he does it real professional too. He's even got some little glue thing to seal it up, so it's not
He's
licking it or none of that shit, man. Yeah, he's super
Oh,
professional with
that's
that shit. Yee. Good morning. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Canna-Joe Morning Show live. Today is April 5th. I'm Michael Ford.
What's up, guys? I'm Penny.
Plead the fifth. I'm just kidding.
What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
every show the producer.
Produce.
We have the stone
Devin
statue.
Dave. Oh, okay. Devin Dave. I don't know what's going on. Dave is doing some weird stuff. He's freezing and pausing.
We're all kind of freezy, posy.
That's the internet.
Penny's over here stuck.
Oh, I'm stuck.
Oh, the Russians got her.
I'm fighting.
Snatch her internet.
Poor
Hey, at least
Jenny.
she's stuck in the dab, right? Var, you got the screen?
Oh yeah.
It's so funny because I can hear y'all, but
Oh, there she is.
I fought my way out. Look, I fought my way out. I was like, "Sorry."
I feel like I revived you. I went to tap on you and you came back.
Was that?
Yeah, you had to violate the boundary.
That was awesome.
They
What's
threw
that?
me out.
The
You bet.
Mirror World and
You
Doctor
close that,
Strange.
Var. The message at the bottom. So.
Oh yeah. Duh.
Oh, click. Oh, and he clicks it. Everything is off. Good morning, Daniel. Good morning, Vaughn, Larry. Thank you guys for tuning in with us today. I know we've got a great show for you guys. We're supposed to have a guest, but we're having technical difficulties, so
Instead,
we'll
we
just
do jazz hands.
yeah, maybe we'll just reschedule them for tomorrow, and then we'll get everything set up so we can go ahead and do that. We are going to be shouting out all the sponsors this week, all the way through Sunday. If you've got tickets, Sunday, Sam's Tobacco, 4 p.m. You need to come pick your tickets up. You can't get in without the ticket. So if you don't come get your ticket, then
Are you gonna get in?
how you gonna
How
get
long are we going to be there for? I've gotten a couple of questions like
in?
that.
We're going to be there for 20 minutes from 4 o'clock to 4:20. Approximately 4:20, we will be up in smoke. So
Woo!
no, we're gonna start at 4 o'clock till 4 or 5 or so. Start at 4 o'clock till 4. No, yeah, but we'll be at Sam's Tobacco. So make sure you come pick up your tickets. Leisha, you're gonna need to reach out to your people to let them know that they need to be there on Sunday, this Sunday. Vari, you'll reach out to your people. I'll reach out to the people that I connected with to make sure everybody knows what's going on. Dave is frozen again. And while we wait for Vari to finish twisting up this Twizzler, we'll looks like we got something about the New York campaign, and Biden still won't back marijuana. We also have some weather coming to you guys from Davin Dave with weather.com.
Windy.com.
Weather.com.
It was windy as shit this morning.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
It's gonna
is it
be
supposed
that
to
way
be?
for a while.
Badass.
It's supposed to rain here pretty soon in my house.
Is it? Jeez.
Yeah, it was
Jeez.
real nasty outside.
Hmm.
We have somebody new in our Zoom.
Oh, in the
Uh-oh.
Zoom. I can't see the Zoom.
Ooh.
Sorry.
MAHAD.
Jack Trade, how you doing?
Mad.
I'm trying to listen to see if he says anything. Sorry. I know I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, I can't hear because I'm muted in the Zoom. But anyway, yeah, so we do have a guest, maybe, or something like that.
He didn't say anything.
It's Jack
Oh.
Trade, man. How you doing, Mike?
It's Jack Trade on. It's
Yes.
Jack Trade.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is he speaking? Is he?
Yeah, I am. It's Jack Trade, man.
Okay, can you hear the audio? Leash, would you send him the workrooms link? To see if he
Yeah.
can join it?
I'm gonna send you a link to join us.
To join us.
They're probably like, who is she talking to?
Hopefully it works.
Hopefully it works. And if it doesn't, we'll talk about the New York campaign seeks to destigmatize marijuana. Jeez. I see why, man, I can't see how you guys can read this stuff every day. I'd be like, the stink of the stigmatism.
Stinky the stink dink. Stinky dink. Stinky dink
Right.
stink.
Yeah. This is out of WCAX. Wax.
Okay, I'm looking for the link.
So in New York, there's a new push to educate New Yorkers about marijuana. According to the New York Office of Cannabis Management, a campaign is being launched to destigmatize it. The campaign will also focus on public health by explaining the benefits and the risks of cannabis use. The government will be airing advertisements on TV, radio, public transit, billboards, and social media. New York legalized marijuana in 2021 for adults 21 and older.
That's super fucking cool.
2021 for 21 and older.
But they're gonna do advertisements now. Like you see all the beer commercials. So now they're gonna make some bud commercials.
Mm.
Woo.
Think there'll be a weed commercial by next Super Bowl, like in the Super Bowl next year?
I don't know about the Super Bowl, but there could be a weed commercial today if we want to make one. Just put it out everywhere.
Weed. It's great.
I seen one that was kind of like that. Like,
I think that's trademarked, so I'm not using that.
as long as you don't say there.
Ah, okay.
You
Gotcha.
say they're great.
Or use 5 R's. You just use 5 or 6, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
What else we got there, Barry?
So Biden still won't back marijuana legalization even after it passes through the young house. What's going on
That's
here?
trash, man. Like, didn't he run his campaign saying he supports
Yes,
Indian
sir.
prohibition? Like,
Yes,
fucking
sir.
manipulative motherfuckers, man. I'm sorry about the cursing, you guys. I just get so mad, man.
But did you guys see that he put all that money into crack pipes and crap?
That's not true. That was fake.
That was fake.
Yeah,
I
that
hope
was
it was
fake.
fake.
Yeah.
I was finna say, oh my gosh.
It was
Sorry,
like
Jimmy.
drug safety
Trying to collect my catalogs.
stuff, like Narcan and like other type of.
Oh wow.
But you guys got to remember, like Biden, he was a dude who wrote the crime bill that like put like all of the people who are like in jail and shit, like since I don't know what's that, the 90s or was it 80s that put like a huge proportion of disproportionate communities, like their people, like adults and mothers and fathers in prison. But he authored that shit. So
Exactly.
I'm not really surprised that, you know, he's like, you know, I changed my mind. He's
like, oh, I support legalization. Did I win? I changed my mind.
Exactly. And that's why we need to.
He just did that to get his votes in.
Yep, and that's why we need.
That's why I didn't vote for him.
And make sure that they're actually for what they're saying they're for instead of bullshitters.
Yeah, that's crazy. Bart, do you want to actually read what we got here?
So President Joe Biden agrees that our current marijuana laws are not working. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki told reporters on April 1st, just hours after the U.S. House of Representatives passed a bill to federally legalize cannabis. But she declined to directly address whether the president supports the specific legislation. Psaki said vaguely that Biden agrees that we need to rethink our approach. The Marijuana Opportunity Reinvestment and Expungement Act, also known as the MORE Act, passed along mostly partisan lines, with all but 2 Democrats voting to advance it to the Senate. Asked about the president's position on the measure, Psaki said vaguely that Biden agrees that we need to rethink our approach to cannabis policy. She reiterated points that Biden made on the campaign trail about the need to address the racial disparities and systematic inequities in our criminal justice system, broaden research on the effects of marijuana, and support the safe use of marijuana for medical purposes. Is there an unsafe use?
I don't think so.
That's
Have you guys heard of one? Is there any cannabis use that's not safe?
Maybe dabs.
No.
Got that
Yeah,
torch and shit.
that's if you ain't got
Yeah,
good
if you got a
lungs,
torch.
don't hit it.
Yeah, be careful with the torch. The
I
dabs
said
don't
if
hurt
your
you.
lungs
The
ain't
torch
good, don't do
could
it.
potentially, you know, burn something like yourself, your hand. Don't touch the dab.
Coming out of it.
Yeah, don't touch the
the
fire.
dab rig.
Don't touch the metal iron thing on there.
Touch the bang.
I think that's pretty
Yeah, don't
hot.
touch the banger. on the
Yeah,
dab rig.
that's pretty hot. That's the only thing that gets pretty dangerous if you touch that stuff. That's why I don't dab, because I'm afraid that I'm going to burn my hand, or that I'm going to knock it over, or the torch is going to set my whole house on fire. Like, I'm going to do the joint.
I said I'm just scared. I'm never gonna stop coughing. That's the only thing.
That is a side effect. Yes, it is.
I love dabbing.
Off to get off.
Yes.
Where are we at now? Biden is in favor of adult use legalization. Isn't in favor.
Yeah, so while the MORE Act includes provisions to support those objectives, it goes further. Specifically, it would remove marijuana from the list of federally controlled substances, impose a tax on cannabis sales to fund various programs, and promote equity in the industry. Biden isn't in favor of adult use legalization, even if he's expressed support on the campaign trail for letting states set their own policies. About a year ago, Psaki reiterated that the president's opposition to broad reform has not changed. At the April 1st briefing, the press secretary, who was reportedly planning to leave the administration later this year, said that we look forward to working with Congress to achieve our shared goals and will continue having discussions with them about this objective. Do those shared goals include the main components of the MORE Act to holistically end prohibition? Psaki didn't go into detail. It's another example of the marijuana policy schism that's divided not just congressional lawmakers along partisan lines, but also Democratic president and a supermajority of voters in his party. Biden hasn't made a substantive public statement about cannabis policy since entering the Oval Office. He's actually avoided it, it seems like. Well, it's true that
Like,
Biden.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, what did you say?
No, I was done.
They were thinking out loud.
Puff that doobie, sir.
I don't smoke during the show until later in the show.
Oh,
Because
okay.
otherwise, we see what happened last time.
Yep.
And then it was a crash. Oh man, we crashed bad that day. Oh, anyway, back to you, Marty.
While it's true that Biden campaigned on several cannabis reform promises, from rescheduling to expungements to legalization for medical use, he's yet to act on them after more than a year in office. That's in spite of intense pressure from lawmakers and advocates throughout his tenures. Biden hasn't made a substantive public comment about cannabis policy since entering the Oval Office, besides a quick dismissive comment to a reporter who asked about clemency for current federal marijuana prisoners. Vice President Kamala Harris, for her part, said last year that the Biden administration isn't focused on following through on its marijuana reform pledges because it's too overwhelmed with other issues.
Ooh. Sorry.
Not know when.
Boo, because they
Fucking
surely
30 years now.
they tricked everybody for all those that voted. Because I
At
knew
least
they
did
were wrong.
Jack get that link?
Yeah, I sent the link to him.
I clicked on it. It didn't take me anywhere.
The link didn't take him anywhere.
He said the
Yeah, I
link
clicked on the
didn't
link.
take him
Yeah.
anywhere.
Oh. Yeah, that's
You're muted again in the Zoom. I don't know how you do that.
I don't know. Oh,
hit the space bar.
I think it's like my fingers. But yeah, I sent the link to him. Maybe if
All right,
you send
Jack.
it to
Sorry,
his
we're gonna get this
email.
figured out. We'll bring, if you can, come and join us tomorrow morning. We'll get all the links and stuff set up. I can't switch out of here right now because my vision is actually broadcasting the show. Otherwise,
Oh, no
I
worries,
go
man.
to
No
my-
worries.
Nope,
No
that's
worries.
not gonna work. We're gonna lose everything if I click off of here. So,
No, actually, I got into the
is
Zoom.
Jack still in there? Can you hear me?
He's talking.
Yeah, he's in the Zoom.
Yeah, can you hear
Can't
me?
hear him.
I could hear him.
Michael can't hear you because he has his Zoom volume off.
Yeah, otherwise it echoes through the show.
I can hear him now.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody. I can hear everybody though. Yeah, I can hear everybody.
He said he can hear all of us.
It looks like my computer screen is on screen. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, so with that, thank you, Vari. If you want to drop that in the chat, if you guys want to read more about Biden's decision to not support cannabis legalization, I don't care to hear more about it. Skip, man, that makes me so frustrated. Like, we go through all of this and they're like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and they get elected. Oh, well, we got other
I
issues.
knew they were
Not
fibbing.
There's too many other.
Your issue isn't high enough on the. I don't get that. I don't see how that issue can't be high up there when there are still people going to jail. There are people dying from opiate abuse and overuse, like for a plant. Like, I don't see how that can't be an issue that's important enough for them to address.
Cause that a plant that the government is selling.
Yeah. And other places are selling. Medical program is making millions of dollars. Well,
Somewhere.
others are in jail. And apparently I seen something, I think it was Tom Gallagher who might have posted something, even about the MORE Act, talking about how even though it does legalize cannabis federally, it creates a whole nother list of reasons to incarcerate people from the tax. So people that aren't taxed, that are not paying the tax fee, can end up facing 5 years or more. Well, no, for selling cannabis without a tax script. So if you're growing cannabis at home yourself in your own home and you don't have the tax thing to do so, you could get 5 years in prison per offense.
They just try to
remove
figure
the
out
tax portion completely, right? I don't. Well,
I think it should be like
I think
as a vegetable or fruit. Like, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's a
Yeah.
flower. Like, do we,
Should be-
Yeah.
do we be taxing people on flowers? Like,
Fruits,
go
apples.
buy some tulips, you get super taxed on it? No.
Tulips.
Yeah, like real flowers, you know?
Lavender. We use lavender.
Green
chamomile,
tomatoes. You know, green
Tomatoes.
tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomatoes.
It's
Broccoli. Is it
Wow.
legal? Is it legal to grow a coffee bean? Is
Is
that
it?
legal? Has caffeine,
Sure.
and caffeine can kill you.
I'm
Mm.
trying to grow it in Minnesota.
About tobacco. You grow tobacco legally.
Can you grow that? I don't know. Can you?
Grow tobacco too. You can grow whatever you want in the state of Minnesota, as long as it's grown by you on your property, without obtaining a license to sell it
Except for marijuana.
in our constitution.
Oh,
Apparently, except for cannabis.
but I can't grow it on the side of the highway.
I mean, if that's
Not
your
it's not
garden, why
property.
Like,
Public
it's public
property,
property. Since it's public, that means it's mine.
Be
I'm
a
part of the
public
public.
garden.
13, Section 7, according to our state constitution.
Right.
Thank you,
Grow whatever
Ollie.
the hell we want.
Stickers all over my house. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hell of a show today, guys. We got started late. We got all type of glitches going on. I know we got Jack Trade in the Zoom. Sorry, Jack, I can't hear what you're saying, man. We're gonna work out these kinks, and we're gonna get you, if you can, jump on with us tomorrow morning. We'll get everything set up. We'll get you the links and everything so you can join us from the real verse and on Zoom so we can hear you as well. And I'll follow up with you a little later today so we can go ahead and do some shout outs to About That Life ENT. Do want to give a huge shout out to them, even though we can't get them on today. They brought us out to the Jadakiss concert and one other concert too, a reggae concert. That was pretty
Charlie
dope.
Black.
But
Charlie Black. There you go. Was that fun?
Yeah.
That was dope. That was dope. The Jadakiss was definitely dope too, man. My brother and my sister and stuff came out. They was up there turned up. There was a lot of people in there though.
It
Oof.
was epic. It was
Yeah, it
epic.
was thick.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jack, if you could hear me, man, well, of course you can hear me. I can't hear you, but we'll get you on tomorrow, man. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow with our special guest, Jack Trade, About That Life ENT. What else? Is there something else going on? I think I talked about the 420 VIP. You got to get your tickets this Sunday, 4 p.m. Sam's Tobacco, South St. Paul. And I think that's about it.
Do we want to drop any info about the march?
No, what are you talking about? I don't know anything about that.
March was last month.
Dave,
March was last
Dave.
month, so I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, Dave, you got some weather?
Sure do.
Giving away all the secrets. We'll be telling them the secrets. We finna march on the
was
Capitol.
last month,
We finna
so-
march to the mayor's office and the governor's office and the Capitol office and Senate building. And then we're gonna march. Oh, go ahead, Dave.
So as usual, your weather is brought to you by windy.com. If you don't know what's going on outside, just click on windy.com. So as most of you are experiencing, our weather has taken a dip for the worse. I hope you all got to enjoy the beautiful day yesterday. But we have a nice little low pressure, comma-shaped low pressure system over us right now. And this pattern is going to stick around until Friday afternoon. So basically rinse and repeat, literally, with this rain and wind and cooler temperatures. We're going to be a little below average for most of the week here until the weekend. But yeah, this system's going to stick with us for a while. Just make things kind of ugly. We can call it spring showers, I guess. Hopefully they'll bring some Mayflowers. But yeah, pretty much your temperatures are going to be ranging anywhere from the low 30s to the mid 40s with wind and rain. We will see a clear out Friday afternoon and should be setting us up for a pretty decent weekend. But we'll talk about that as we get closer. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. It's just gray and rainy and windy. So don't forget your umbrella and your jacket.
Don't forget your raincoat
Your galoshes.
and your umbrella.
Rain boots.
My puddle jumping boots. Stay in the car always.
Don't wear your Converse tennis shoes. Your socks will get wet.
Yes.
Anyway. Anyway, well, I think that's it for the show today. Once again, please join us tomorrow. We're gonna have Jack Trade on. Sorry about that, Jack, man. We're having a couple technical difficulties. I think if we would have went with the real verse, we would have been fine. But since we went with the metaverse today, our real vision monitor is not ready. So we'll get that fixed and we'll have Jack back with us tomorrow.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Persuasion.
I want to
Wait,
see
I
that.
got no legs.
Yeah, that's
no
right. We'll kick it with what? Phantom legs. I'm gonna hit it too. Oh, it's the wall.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's every time I do something, I break something. Glass. All right. Well, any other updates, Vardy? Is that it? I think pretty much.
Yeah, I think yeah. It was nice yesterday. Hopefully you guys got out there and did your thing. It was
definitely
sunny a little bit, and then it wasn't. It was.
Yeah, it definitely was good weather. Got to go with my son to the gym. Me and Lana went in there and got it in. I went up to 225 and it felt great. Didn't go to 315. Don't want to break nothing. Doctor said I got to lift light weights. He said try something like running or Wing Chun. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to do.
Light weights. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that shit is whack, man. Who wants to do light weights, man? That's like I'll fall asleep and take a nap. You know what I'm saying? 10 pounds? You want me to do 10 pounds, huh? This is what you want me to do? No. Anyway, all right. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Do we got words of wisdom today, Barry?
Yeah, sure. Greatness is a choice. Some people choose it, some people don't. Most people won't, but some do. That could be you. Trust them.
Yeah. Speak it into existence. With that, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a dope day. My watch is saying that I need to get up and get moving. So peace.
Yep.
I'm just a man on his way to the moon, wishing the rocket would go faster. All the stars remind me of you, yeah they do. I'm on my way to you. I'm just a man on his way to the moon, wishing the rocket would go faster. All the stars remind me of you, yeah they do. I'm on my way to you.
Superior performance for an